Okay, we're back. We're back. Back to life, back to reality. Look at that, it's scarred. I had a cold sore last week. It's awful. Are you brushing Lucy with a hairbrush? I'll give you all time to pop on. Goosey, 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 come to mama. Goosey. Hey, come to your mama. Goosey, come to mama. Come to mama. Oh, thank you. That was quick. You're like, I saw you. What's that saying? I came, I conquered, I came, I saw, I conquered, what's that?
I've never heard it.
You guys ever heard of that one?
Goose.
Come on. He's my baby. He's my baby. He's my baby. He's my baby. He's my good girl. Can I say hi to everybody? She's kind of stinky.
She's not. Kim says that too. She's not.
Oh, well, yeah, her fur don't actually smell, but
Don't let the haters get you.
The haters. Don't let the haters get to you.
You smell
That's a
good.
sign for you guys. Don't let the haters get to you. Welcome back.
Lucy, it's just Max. Hey.
There was like almost 200 of you watching, so I'll give you a couple minutes because I think I came back early. I made the phone call, but he had a meeting, so
Lucy.
I'm gonna call him back.
She's being so mean to Max.
She sees something over there.
Max. She's literally being mean to Max.
Hi, Anthony. Ooh, you're the one that's right down the road from me, aren't you? Yep. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, that's awesome, Will. Look at the cats play. Yeah, hi.
Lucy, stop it right now.
Lucy.
Hey, Lucy, hey!
Lucy.
That was mean. You're being mean.
Ooh, I think we have some jealousy. She's fresh. Well, that's because she doesn't want anybody else to get the attention. Attention hogger, that one. Yep, see you later. Got punished. Bye. Time for her to stand in the corner. Yeah. Well, I hope we're still not holding on to energy that we've been holding on to for years. And I know some of you very well are, you know, and it's definitely time to let that go. For sure. Can't wait for this energy to be phased out. I've had enough of it. He's soaking wet. See all those juices. Hi, Lisa. All right. We'll get to the 5-minute mark. Now what's that? I don't even know how I want to read. Hey, Max.
He's playing with the strings on the chair.
He's pissed.
No, he's playing with the strings.
I know, but he's pissed. Look at his tail.
Yeah, because of what I'm doing to him.
Oh.
Get the string. Get it.
Let's do like single and ready to mingle. Because I'm over this energy. Let's do that. Especially if there's people hitting you up, you don't know what to do. I mean single. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. Not necessarily single, but ready to mingle. So you could be sleeping with people, you could be dating, you could be talking to people. But you're willing to mingle. Okay, so like you're not committed. All right, so let's do that. Chances are this energy will pop into it, but I don't want to see it because there's new love, okay? But to me, it has to do with, will that person make the right choice, right? So you don't necessarily have to be single, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, single, like you can be dating, sleeping with multiple people, right? Because you want to mingle. So this is for the ones who are like not in a committed relationship, I guess. But even when we read, doesn't seem to be much of a commitment. It's sad. It's sad but true. Like, you could think you're in a committed relationship, but it's one-sided. You know, so let's do new love. 'Cause I'm telling you, it's coming. I've had people hit me up. It's mostly the past, and I'm just kind of like, ugh, you know, like, whatever. Maybe if they're from like the past, like, and I'm like, okay, well, years have gone by, then there's a chance, you know, energy shifts and they could be a totally different person. But I know it's in the air again because I can walk into a store and, you know, even Bruce to me, my nail guy today, he's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. He's like, you look pretty damn good for 4 kids. I'm like, I don't know. Is that an insult? I got it right, Lonnie? I know it's not an insult, but I took it like, you've never even seen me at my best, but yet I'm still telling me like, oh, pretty good looking for 4 kids. It's like, okay. You know, like, I know he probably meant it like, not as an insult, but I kind of took it as one a little bit, like, damn, okay, well, I think when I come in a couple weeks, you know, I'm gonna get all dolled up for you, Brucey Poo. He's awesome. I love his wife too. You know, but you can just tell people are more friendly, you know, but you gotta, hi baby, why are you not working? You probably are on break, huh? I can just tell the new energy is here. So you're either gonna make something work with the past, okay, or you're not. You're gonna take the new. In the past doesn't the past that you're dealing with, right? There might be some change, but there's not enough change. You're not seeing it, right? So that's a given. And they're dipping their shit in their wife or boyfriend or girlfriend, like, fuck that shit. I need some fresh sugar. I need some fresh sugar. Not my Lonnie Poo. She's so happy with her boyfriend. So happy together. Dun, 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 dun. All my life. Fucking fantasy. Good luck with that. I hope it works out for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
What time is it?
What time is it? I don't know. Time for a boyfriend. You got one of those. Ma wants a boyfriend.
You have one.
I don't have a boyfriend. I can't call him my boyfriend. He doesn't want a commitment. He's freaking lame. He's lame.
I liked him.
You liked him?
Yeah.
You didn't even know him.
No, but he drove 30 minutes here to meet you before work, so that's nice.
Yeah, he's got some great qualities. But the qualities I'm looking for, he's in la la land. He's probably dipping his shit in other people as we speak.
Actually, he literally was Snapchatting you. Like,
I know he just Snapchatted me, but it doesn't mean he's not dipping his shit and Snapchatting other people. People are shady as shit. Sorry, it's the truth. Right? Frig that, man. I told you, I want it all. And I'm totally okay with saying that. I want a clear fucking path. You don't want to give it to me? I'm not your person. Go dip your shit in someone else. I bet you that sex isn't half as good as what I was giving you.
honestly, first we'll stop.
That's facts.
Second, how...
Why? Because I enjoy it.
Okay. How am I supposed to find the house?
Find what house?
I want to look it up on my phone.
She didn't send me a link, so I guess just by the town.
Okay. Looks like she did send you a link because you showed me
She
that.
just sent me a screenshot.
Oh.
Do you remember the town? Yeah. And it's, come here, I'll whisper in your ear what street it is.
Okay. Okay.
All right. you can't leave the cats out here. I can't. I don't want to be responsible for that shit. Thank you. All right. So let's do new love. I got sunshine. We all want it, right? It takes time. Yeah, I want it all. He probably thought I was the craziest person. Lonnie's like, you got a boyfriend? No, I don't. No, I don't. Why? Because I go and see him? Nope, that's not a boyfriend. You know? Nope. So, I want it all. I'm not afraid to freaking say that. I don't care if it's been 3 months or 4 months. Fuck that shit. I don't give a shit. I know my worth. And I'm definitely not sharing juices with anybody else. Fuck that shit. Gonna phase that one right out too. It would be a tough phase out too, guys. I know it will be. Why? Why?
On the deck. I think she's still outside. She was waiting at the door downstairs. I don't know why I keep let her out.
So, if somebody's not willing to give a little, it's not your person. And if it is your person, it won't be for a little while. Okay? So, let's do new love. New love. Take it or leave it. Just because there's something new doesn't mean you won't have your problems. And new love, please, this week. Because, oh man, is it coming in. It's just a matter of who you choose. And I know some of you are like, I'm single, I don't have options. No, you're gonna. Yeah, you're gonna. Just a matter of it being a lesson or a blessing, but sometimes you got to get through the lessons to get to the blessing. Just hold yourself in high standards, right? So as of right now, you're calling in your soulmate, but your prayers, your visualizations, all that will bring it together. So that's kind of like, I don't know if they're quite here yet, but I think you're manifesting in a way where it's like you don't have to manifest. Like, not that you're not trying. Some of you very well may be manifesting, right? But I think with the Magician coming out, it's more like that's what you want. So, for my group right now, you know, at least your guides are fully aware. Are you ready, though? Are you ready, though? Because if you're holding on to the past, you really got to be ready, right? Because hanging on to the past it's not a thing. It's not. Healing family issues and attraction. Okay, so the person that might possibly be coming into your life is going through some things. Could be linked to childhood. Confidence is key right now. Enjoying the moment, enjoying life. Make sure you're getting out. I know it's hard sometimes, but you definitely gotta partake in doing your job. Did you just put her in the crate? She's like, what the? I know, you're probably giving her anxiety. Take her out of there. What's the matter? What's the matter? What did she just do to you? She just put you in doggy jail.
I probably shouldn't try to walk right there.
All right, new love. New love. I want to set this up differently. I got sunshine. New love. New love. So this might be you having to heal some things. Others of you, there's something. Man, that's way too many. It was the 8 of Cups, Man of Cups. Disappointment, 5 of Cups. So this is, I think more or less like, again, it's the past. See, and then you have courage. So it's, no matter who you are or who you're dealing with, I'm telling you that the past is here. Like, this is like people, like I was just, for example, I was just saying to somebody that was, live, a client, and I was saying, I hope you're not holding on to old love still, right? Because how can that new really come in if you're holding on to something? So this is like, for you guys to be fully aware that things just can't move forward unless you have the courage to let go. Or don't be like, I'm just going to keep my options open because I don't want to be disappointed. I don't, you see, you can't have that negativity because you're manifesting, right? So now we have damn. You got people coming in for sure. You got the Child of the World. You could meet someone at work. You got the Sage of Crystal. Okay, so you got someone's watching you too. They are watching you. So it could be like a secret admirer, but
Hi, Crystal.
got the Moon, Balance. You definitely have a secret admirer. Nine of Coin. You're gonna start talking to this person. Okay. So it looks like there's somebody around you. You could have just started seeing this person, dating this person. I'm trying to figure out what you need to clear up.
What do you guys see, Mom?
Trying to figure out what you need to clear up first on your end.
She's behind you.
Hi, Kiss Kiss. She's getting all cozy in the chair. Can you see her? Because some of you are still holding on to something, or you went through a recent breakup. You're just a little disappointed. You got a right one and a wrong one here. Which is normal when you're seeing people dating, mingling. There's going to be somebody who comes in that's balanced. Someone who, mind, body, and soul. This is somebody, oh man, see, it can go both ways too. This is somebody who purposely throws you off balance too. So you still have the past involved, even with new love coming in. It's a given. It's more or less who will you choose? What do you want? You know what I'm saying? It's more like, so we're still slightly escaping the energy, making moves, walking away from the past, right? But what this is telling me is that everybody still has a certain thought or idealism in their head. You gotta wipe it. You gotta wipe the slate clean. Like this is what I'm saying. Like, you could still be mingling and doing this, but you know how it's like you always got that one person, that one go-to, that one something. You know what I'm saying? Because this is stuff you gotta let go of too. You gotta know, because I'm telling you, you're gonna have multiple people come into the picture. You're probably already talking to one of them. It's so important to address things and not just sweep them under the rug, okay? So this is what I'm saying, like, if you're really ready to mingle, you gotta let the past go. Because you're dealing, okay, what's this disappointment? You got the Hangman, yeah, because it's like you don't quite, something flipped, so you don't quite know what to do. Yeah, see, 8 of Cups, like I said, guys, you want something new, you got to walk away from this. You have to let the past go. Stop teetering. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stop teetering with this. You want that newness, you gotta step out of the past. This is even if they're in your life or they're not. Gotta let it go. What's that song? Gotta let it go. What's that song? Let it go. I'm not let it go from like let it go, but like Megan Trainor. My name is no, my number is no. Gotta let it go. That's it. Gotta let it go. Done. Finito. Gone. How many times you want to be disappointed? You're disappointed just by your own fucking thoughts. You gotta get out of this energy. Let it go. You want this new to come in, you gotta be big and brave and badass enough to step into your own body, your mental mind, right? Because you got energy coming in. So it's really up to you on what you want. But you gotta let this disappointment go. Like, you got to walk away from this disappointment. And or stop. Even if this could be mental disappointment. This could be you just being like, oh, I'm always disappointed. Guys, I did that. I think I was hanging out with somebody the other day, like a total mental breakdown. I'm like, I'm so tired of being disappointed. I'm so tired of finding myself in this situation. Courtney, get over it. It's happened numerous times. Get over it. Stop sacrificing for somebody else. It's just thoughts, right? You got to physically take the action to pick your ass up and walk the fuck away. Because the majority of you are dealing with somebody who's a player anyway. You know? Or like... Anywho. Can we just go back to that? Anywho. Mentally detach from your past. You got to have the courage. Okay? Go towards what you really want. All right, so once we do that, okay, so now we have this group that's walking away. They're done sacrificing. This is when you tell yourself you're a badass. My name is no, my number is no. I'm going to let your ass go. Okay, it's that type of energy. And you let them go. How do you start trusting again? It's hard. That person's got to prove it to you too, and that takes time. You got to trust yourself. You got to know you're ready. You got to know your ins and out. You got to know what you learned. You got to take your knowledge of what you learned in order to move forward here. This is what I'm saying. Like, a majority of it is mental. You know what I mean? Are you holding on to some pain? Yeah, but it's not aching. It's not heartache and pain right now. What's that song? I got my heartache and pain. No, I ache in pain. I'm singing 2 different songs. But it's like, this isn't heart-wrenching right this second. This pain already existed. You know what I'm saying? This is something you held on to. You know, don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. It's something like that. Like, this is mental. You get yourself out of this. You keep getting disappointed because you keep putting yourself in the same situations and without stopping yourself. That's the problem. You get to your crossroads. What do? I've been in this situation. Am I going to play this one out a little longer to see where it goes? Well, yeah, if you're going to jump back on the freaking carousel again. You can't. You know when a cycle's done, right? Wrap it up. You know, it's hard, but I get it. Walk the fuck away. See you later, homie. Now we got courage. So now this is when it gets good, okay? Why is she back out again?
She keeps following me, so I brought Max inside, but I was thinking maybe I can leave Cassie.
We leave Cassie. She's not going too far.
She's not. Certainly not. She's very comfortable.
We got the King of Cups. So it's like this is saying basically a masculine's not trusting the situation too, okay? They're worried about being hurt, deceived, lied, stepped on, stabbed in the back, yada, yada, yada. Aren't we all, right? So right now, this is very manipulating energy coming from a masculine. They need the courage to move forward, heal some family issues, and move on. but don't we all, right? Let's not just be like, all right, it's the masculine. Yeah, see, I feel like this is something, because your past is not completely gone. But we got new right here. And of course, you're going to be tempted. Page of coin. This might be a new job. You're feeling yourself. Or you have to have the courage to go towards somebody else, open your own gates. All right, so you're ready with this Princess of Pentacles. You're going to be on the same page as somebody. You just need the strength to go after it. This could be somebody who just kind of like, this Page of Wands is somebody who I don't think you've heard from yet, but they're coming. But see, I feel like you might even know them. So I think when the energy of we have to deal with that past, we have to truly escape it the right way. Because right now it's not being escaped the right way. I don't even think you're going to want this offer. See, if somebody even comes at you, I don't even think you're going to want it. Because you're brave enough to walk away. You're tired of being disappointed. You're like, fuck that. I'm tired of people dwelling on the past. And, you know, I don't think you're going to take it. Somebody you know is definitely going to come back in and offer something to you. And I think you're very aware of who that is. But it doesn't matter. And then you got the Man of Wands. Could be an Aries that's about to come into your life, or you're about to. See, like I said, you got the King of Cups and the Man of Wands. So you got options, okay? You're definitely going to have a strong connection with one of them. It might require balance between the two of you. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to bring even the past into this. Unless this is their past, whoever comes to, we all have a past, right? So even if this is brand spanking new, they're still dealing with their past. Someone's watching you. That could be the secret admirer. What's this Two of Cups real quick? Yeah, see? You're gonna... Three of Swords in the Moon. You guys, you have that connection, but it's just the same exact cards at the bottom of the deck. I don't think you're gonna take it. Connection or no connection. You're also worried about being hurt. So you haven't really cleared karma. So this is for a group that hasn't really cleared something karmically. Mentally, you gotta be strong enough to walk away, because you got this new energy coming in. And if you're not mentally strong enough, you can't have the courage. And if you think you're just going to get hurt, then it's not going to work. You can't balance something out if you're just worried about being let down. You got to challenge yourself mentally. What's this? Harmony. So this is communication. So somebody's about to start communicating with you, whether this is somebody brand new, somebody who's about to come in. It's going to feel peaceful. It's going to be new, exciting. We all know that feeling, right? We all know that feeling. Yeah, see? We all know that feeling. Ooh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. But this is also temptation. This is It's passion. It's the 8 of Wands with the Ace of Wands, which makes the 9 of Wands. So it's like you're fighting it. So even with this new energy coming in, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's still gonna be a little bit of a challenge. Because it requires teamwork. And how many of you have actually been put in a position besides work to actually put in that type of effort? Which is nice, right? Who doesn't want that type of relationship where you want teamwork, right? But it's still gonna be a challenge because you're not used to it. You want it, but you're not used to that balance with somebody. This is like sexting, getting to know each other, inspiring each other. It's positive. It's not, but you got it. But that's normal. But the challenge is you got to unguard here, guys. Before I continue, I'm going to pull you a challenge real quick because it's got to be with love. A lot of stuff is, there's a lot of underlying stuff, worrying. What's the challenge here this week? So you can have it. It's coming in. You have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, like, but I think you have options. And it's not even that you have options. Well, everyone has options, right? That I'm not reading it that way. It's someone's just there, okay? And then you're gonna have brand spanking new. And for those who are just there, you got everybody swapping. Okay, so we got some fear here. You know, living the energy of love. So it's just afraid, like I said, it's afraid of being hurt, afraid of pain, afraid of moving forward, afraid of disappointing other people. You know, you can't fucking please everybody. And you got judgment. Okay, and love at the bottom of the deck and courage. So you got courage twice too. The inner strength to face the fear with confidence. And you got love. So you do have a situation here where something new is going to come in. So I think you're going to pass judgment on yourself. And like I said, it's a challenge. You're being challenged because we've learned so many things. Right? And we're entering a new cycle. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. Baby, we can do it. Time, do it right. I can do it, baby. Do it tonight. You're supposed to just have fun and live life, right? Don't be passing judgment. Like, no, you're going to pass your own judgment. All right, so there needs to be a clearing. So this kind of came in perfect timing with the full moon being as we speak right now. Douche it out. See you later. It's just another phase of your life. Right? But here's harmony. Here's passion. Here's excitement. Here's inspiration. Here's motivation. Here it is. But I feel like for some of you, I don't want to say it's temporarily blocked. Let's get to this new person. Well, you're definitely going to have feelings for this situation. It can be stable. This is somebody who's going to want a commitment. They're going to want a foundation, which is fantastic. I still think you're looking at it like, damn. I don't even think it's like, am I ready? I think you're most definitely ready. You're just worried about how something's going to go. This interaction. Because you don't know. Someone doesn't know. You don't know. But that's the challenge here too. And I know you're ready for this. So it's almost like you'll get another opportunity. Yeah, especially with the Magician. You're going to get another opportunity, but again, you have to use every tool. This is like when we say, like, everyone's like, the Magician, right? Very powerful energy. This is when you have every tool in your shed to make a box, or you have every ingredient in your cupboard or your fridge to bake a cake or to make meatloaf, whatever you choose. You can do it. Mind, body, and soul. It's balance. You got to balance out your mental and emotion. You have to have that mental and emotional aspect about you in order to push through and persevere. So even though this energy is coming in and there's going to be chemistry and there's going to be all that, it doesn't mean it's the right one. Because I'm telling you, you're going to be challenged because you waited a while to let something go. So you're going to be tested too, because you'll probably push away from this energy and this energy is going to push right back in. And then you're going to have this new energy where you're like, oh, am I ready? You're going to question everything, but don't question it. Feel it. It's what you want anyway. But make sure mentally, emotionally, physically, everything, that you're willing to go down this path, because it's not careful what you wish for, but there's an opportunity here to make something right. But if you think it's going to be like free sailing or free skate, whatever you call it, free whatever, you're wrong. It's a challenge, even with this brand new energy. So I feel like both of you are going to be challenged. It's going to be all good at first. I think you're going to be real pleased with something. Yeah, you just need the strength. Persevere, push through, go after it, but in a compassionate, caring way. Yeah, you got the wheel here. Look at that. You got options. You got options. But see, you got to end something to get your contentment. There's that new option. Right? I think everybody's always guided through something. It still doesn't mean you're making the right decisions. You know, it's not like, hey, our guides aren't holding a fucking whistle in the mouth and be like, whoa, slow your fucking roll, Court. Been there, done that. They're like, oh, no, well, let's see how this one freaking manages this time around. Like, God bless, I fucking hope she can manage to pull this one off. Because you know how many shit shows they've seen? You know how hard it must be to be a damn guide? Oh, it must be so disappointing for them, too. So hard. You know, because that's their job. They don't just, it's free will. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, too many people take the easy way out. So you got to face these challenges. You got to know what you want. You got to be strong enough. This is absolutely going to be a challenge. Do you have an option between the past and the new? Absolutely. Your past too actually has options too. And they're actually unaware that both chicas have options. Okay? So be careful where you're dipping. That's all I'm saying. Because that energy is clear as day right there. But you've already been disappointed. And if you haven't been disappointed yet, you're about to be. Okay? Because you're going to get what you think you're going to get. Because they haven't released the past either. Right? So this new cup, this new cycle. Because for the ones who physically actually have the strength to end something, whether it's you or somebody else, this is ending and still walking away, and it's still being painful, and you crying and wondering if you're making the right decision. But who gives a flying fuck anymore? Is this person supporting you? They got your back. They rubbing your back at night. And they the ones, you know, offering love. They doing this. They got you? Do they really got you? Because you got to take care of yourself. You got to close a cycle so this new one opens. All right, so it looks like possibly a fire sign, and I think it's just because of August with the Lion's Gate. You could be dealing with Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Some of you, it would be a Pisces, but you know, it's not about that. It's more what you want. Who are you going to choose? Because you're going to have options. And it's going to go in the one that's going to have the option is the one that's got like the good karma, knows how to clear things up, leaves the situation even though they don't want to. Because that's hard. Because many of you have the opportunity to stay and play. But That gets old too. Especially now that you're aware that this energy is kind of swapping. You know what I mean? So if that energy was to come back new, you figure that out. I guess I can do one of those reads, your past returns again to be continued, because I haven't actually done one in 2 weeks. But this is really having to let go of the past to move forward in both directions. You got a brand new offer. You got one you don't probably want, and you got another one you might take, you might not, because there's also fear. You're judging yourself for your own wrongs, you know. So you got options. Keep them open. You don't have to settle with any of them right now. I definitely say douche the past out for sure. Hi, Cassie. Where's my baby? Let it go, whether it's a feeling, a thought. I think a majority of you, it's both. It's emotions and thoughts. But mentally, you got to be strong enough to let that go. Too many people fucking around with too many people right now. It's very disappointing. Those who are going through that, so sorry. So you manifested this new energy. So you really gotta let the past go. Some of you, I'm telling you, this past's gonna come back in and be like, blah, 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 blah. Your new person could be a fixed sign too. It's gonna be a challenge. But just enjoy it, right? Best advice for the Ace of Cups here. Just enjoy it. You're gonna start communicating with somebody new. I don't know if it's gonna be out of the blue. Yeah, Prince of Cups, enjoy it. This person's gonna have emotion. They're gonna feel it. Okay? So that's nice. What's I gonna say? You have a secret admirer too, whether it's the past or not. It could be the past. It could be the past basically not being completely honest with you, like telling you how they truly feel, but that's their loss. You can't look at it as your loss. You can't look at the past anymore because it's affecting your future. It's affecting your present moment, which then affects your future. See what I'm saying? What would this person think? Who gives a flying rat's ass anymore? Because right now they don't give a fuck. They're sharing, dipping their shit in shit they shouldn't be dipping their shit in anyway. Right? So don't let that energy hold you back. It's gonna be tough. I don't think you're gonna question this. I think it's just gonna be a little more of a challenge. This person's going to give you, right off the rip, something you crave, okay? Attention, emotions. This person will not be detached, which is wonderful. But there'll always be something, right? So don't forget that this is a challenge. I wouldn't necessarily say a test. Your past might be testing you, but fuck that. Don't let your past test you anymore. Because that's arrogant. It's ignorant. And it's blatant ignorance. They're doing it right in front of you. It's like what they don't want you to do to them, they're pretty much doing to you. Or just did exactly what they didn't want you doing. Like, does that make sense? Did I just confuse you? Like, I can see, like, whether they're aware of it or not. Like, this is like somebody saying, like, for instance, your past, whether open relationship, dating, whatever you guys are still holding on to, it's like it's almost like who you sleeping with, or it's questions like that, right? Because it's what they're not saying. But yet, oh, I don't want to be sticking myself inside of you and blah, blah. I don't want to be sharing and swapping. But so they want answers from you, or the two of you, because there's two of you. And you're giving the answers. You're doing something. Shut it down, because they did exactly what they didn't want you to do to them. They just basically in the last week or so did it right back to you. And some of you might not even be aware of it. They just went right back to the past like that. The vulnerability, the passion. They probably slept together again. It's clear as day. And it's one of those things where it's like, whether they said date and sleep with whoever you want to sleep with, but you know what? I honestly think like they just did exactly what you didn't want them to do to you. And it sucks. So now, I'm not saying go to the doctors and XYZ, you know, it's your body. But you might be, and that could be you in denial thinking that didn't happen. And I'm telling you, it's clear as day. It's so clear as day that they went back to their past and they slept with their past. Okay? So, and the thing is, the woman they slept with is being shady as shit. And they don't even see it. So that's their own karma. You know what I mean? So the universe is definitely dealing with that, with the tower that's coming in. So disappointing, guys. Oh my God, it's heart-wrenching. I've been there. I get it, man. I put myself in that situation too many times. You don't even see it coming. And it's like, that's because that's their own weakness. It's not you. It's their own weakness. But don't partake in that. Shut it down. And now you got someone new coming at you. And it is going to be what you want. But you got to let this go first. See what I'm saying? Like, no matter who you're dealing with, you really physically, mentally need to eclipse this out. Like, let it go so this can come in. Because the wheel is just waiting for you to shut that door. The universe, your guides are just waiting for that door to shut, for that wheel to freaking turn. And then, bam. So it is a challenge. This flipped. So when I picked it up, it was like that. So here's this person. So it is a challenge, guys. Some of you, this will be your past. That wants to come back and have a new opportunity. And again, that's on you too. But if that's the case, you got to make sure that they shut down their past. Because right now, if for those who just slept with yada yada, you know what I mean? Like in the last couple weeks, they just dipped their shit in their past. Like nothing. And you probably slept with them afterwards. It's just, we all get ourselves in situations like that. You could have been drinking with the Nine of Cups party, and, you know, it's not the end of the world, guys. I'm not like, oh my God, like, you're not a victim, okay? You chose to fucking open your legs too, so don't fucking play victim here, all right? I'm just saying, like, you need to be very aware of this energy, that your past is still fucking around. And in order for you to move forward and get actually what you deserve and want, you gotta shut the fucking door. And if the two of you are supposed to be together, then they need to shut the door to their past. But I think they need to get a little karma served to them first. I don't know how it will be served. It's not your job. Okay, leave that up to the spirit. That's not your job to force or be like, yep, it's all bit you in the ass. Okay, that's not your job. Because they're gonna get a dose of it. Because they clearly don't even see that. They think their past is innocent. And we just saw that ex-wife or girlfriend, husband, whoever it is, clearly juggling two energies too. Because she's hiding some shit too. Alright, so that's what I'm saying. Like, and somebody thinks somebody's fucking loyal. There's no fucking loyalty on my fucking board. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no loyalty. Come here. I can't have you walking around because I don't know where you're gonna run. Want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. So if you're dealing with the past, I'm telling you right now, there's no loyalty. Someone doesn't even know their fucking ass from their fucking elbow right now. Okay? Too busy dipping their shit thinking they're fucking king shit. Karma's gonna come back and bite them in the ass. And they're gonna be challenged too. Who do you want to trust? What do you want for feelings? What do you want in life? They're going to be challenged too to make a decision. And if they don't make a decision, this is where karma will bite somebody in the ass. You know what I mean? And until then, you take yourself out of the fucking equation, man, because you got an actor right in front of you that knows how to play this scene very well. Been there and done that. And it might be a changed person, but they fell back into routine. Karma came back around with the wheel being here. Same scenario, stuff being played out the same way. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know who's who in this reading, but there's an opportunity for new love. You probably been talking to them, or you're about to start communicating. Could be online. You could meet somebody online too. You could meet somebody at work. But you're ready. And it's going to be given to you. But it's still going to be a challenge. You got to close that door. Yeah, somebody's probably worried about being judged. Somebody definitely, they know that you're disappointed. Even this one in the corner that could be sleeping with multiple people, it's like they want to offer something to you, but they're worried about you passing judgment. They're afraid you might say no. But that's part of their karmic wheel too. In order to move forward, it's being open enough and honest enough to do that, to communicate. What's going on with this Four of Cups? This is somebody that's going to reject it too. Because you're just tired. Yeah, see? They'll probably lose everybody. Too many lovers. You know what I'm saying? Too much temptation. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. So you lost someone mentally. Or you're about to lose someone mentally. And that person was an important person in your life. It looks like, which was probably you guys. But, like I said, it's however something plays out for them. Because they still have a shot. They're still in the picture, right? So, like I said, it's up to you. Who's it gonna be? But there is competition. Don't you think for 1 second there's not. And I don't care if somebody comes at you and be like, there's no competition. That's right, there is no fucking competition. Because I don't need to fucking compete, and I'm going to take myself right out of the fucking scenario. Jesus. It's gotta be making sense for some of you guys. Well, I know a lot of you, as you're like writing, I get it, but like, once again, you gotta take yourself out of a scenario. You probably been doing that for the last couple weeks, but now you really do. You repeated that all last week. Yeah, because it's been on the board for weeks. I know. I know. It sucks. But right now, you don't lose, they lose. They, it's one of those things where they made a choice. I don't give a shit. You were dealing with somebody, I don't want a commitment. I don't want this. You were dealing with that type of energy anyway. Somebody who was detached. But yet you still were going back. You were still yapping. Some of you were still sleeping together. Well, guess what? They dipped their shit in a different type of sugar. Okay? And I hope for you guys' sake that you don't have to worry about that these days. They probably think like because it's their past and it's part of their family and that it's safe. But what they don't know is that other chica's juggling too. They're very naive to that. They think they know that person well enough. That's how karma fucking works. And that tower's coming down. I feel like you guys were dealing, you know what it just pulled me to when I lit that cigarette? Happy Days. Fonzie. I don't know if you're dealing with a Fonzie, somebody who thinks they're freaking Fonzie. I know it's exhausting, but you gotta be strong enough to take yourself out of that equation because what you're looking for is right on the other side. And what a better time to detach right at this moon, let it go. Walk away, because they're not walking away. They're having their cake and eating it too, whether they're ignorant like that or not. It's so disappointing. And it sucks because you had to learn too. I see pain. I don't think you're heartbroken. I mean, you could be, but like, I think you're smart enough and wise enough where your God was up during this whole thing anyway, where you're definitely disappointed, but you're not, this will not make or break you. You're definitely strong enough to be like, fuck this. You know? Don't worry if that person's meant to be in your life, because I want to say, for a majority of you, that person was definitely meant to be in your life and be a lover. You guys have a very sacred connection and bond. You're the lovers with the Two of Cups. But it doesn't make it right that you're not talking through certain stuff, and you know what I mean? You gotta be strong enough to just like let it go. If it rolls back around, that takes time too. It's unfortunate. I don't know how you guys are going to handle this necessarily, because for some of you guys this has to do with your past and there's a bond there. Can you remain friends? I don't know. I don't know. It's never really worked out for me. Do the whole friend thing. Like, you tried to, but honestly, like, has that ever really worked out for you? So you gotta know when to shut the door completely. And I'm telling you, like, I feel like it's time. You really just, it's time. And if your past does work out and it's them that need to shut the door completely, you still have to let the past go too on what happened and have a fresh slate and accept a new emotional attachment. And if you're both not on that same level, I'm telling you, it won't work. You got one energy that's more mental, and you got another one that's more emotional. Because who doesn't crave emotion? It's love. Love and money are the two most powerful things in this freaking universe. And love comes with emotion. So if you're dealing with somebody who's detached, and you are, okay, and you're fully aware of that, you weren't naive to that. We always think we can fix or it will work out. It's because what we want. So you're being challenged, and if you haven't gone through this challenge yet, you're about to. Because if you don't stick to what you deserve and need in your morals, right from wrong, at this point, it's not about your intuition. Your gut's probably telling you something's off anyway, but it's actually time for you to step into that mental game. And you don't like gotta lie to yourself, but you gotta place those pieces of the puzzle. You gotta stop listening to tarot for 1 second. Shut your radio off at night, shut the TV off. Gather yourself. Ask yourself. Like, play things out in your head. You know what I mean? Like, get your own answers here. Not just hearsay or what you know or feel. Like, you really got to put it all together in your head. You got to step back from this energy and be like, okay, there's so many rights and wrongs and left turns and right turns. You know what I mean? Like, you're definitely in a challenge. But you do have new love. Will you try with the past? Some of you can. I guess it depends on what they're willing to offer you or what you're willing to offer them. And others of you, it's just time to shut the damn door, shut the damn cycle, and accept that the past is over. And you do deserve an emotional relationship. You deserve to be on the same page as somebody, because there's a new start here. You're both coming in as pages when it comes to fire, earth, and water. I've been in these challenges, guys. I'm telling you, like, I know, because she just said, see you again somewhere down the road. And I think you mean more like past life and having to do it again. And it sucks, but if you do it right this time, you might not be challenged with it again in another lifetime. Those are our two biggest challenges, money and love. And that's the hardest thing for people to balance. And then I think when you find that balance, people just look at you like, oh, she's a bitch. She wants it all. Oh, fuck yeah, he wants it all. Fucking, that's what we deserve. To have that balance. Those needs fulfilled the right way. It's all about you and your strength and your morals and your beliefs, because it's sitting right with the 9 of Cups. I mean, the 9 of Pence. So if this is what you want, you can have it. It's here. It's just letting this go. I mean, really letting it go. Like, blocking it. Like, what's this world? Like, there's no, like, oh, my guard's just up and I'm just saying this and I know they'll be back. You don't go anywhere. This is somebody who needs to end something with a husband or a wife. Yeah, it's like you're partying right now, but it's like you're so naive. You're about to be stabbed in the back again by this chick. Time to say goodbye. So this is for those who are still dealing with the past and there was a third party and all that. This masculine needs to say goodbye to that, to have this, whether it's with you or someone else. But they want purity, but they're not going to get it with her. She's shady as shit. They don't even see it. But that's their karma, right? And I shouldn't be laughing, but it's all like, and I'm not that type of person with vengeance or anything. I mean, I really shouldn't be giggling. But it's kind of like you get what you get. Like, you put yourself back in that scenario. It's like you make your bed, you whatever. You know, like, this is like, if this energy goes back, this would be settling. And I teach you guys not to settle. What's this Empress up to? She's shady as shit right now. And they don't even see it. But you know what? That's their own shit. They will. They will. She knows how to manipulate. Because don't think she's not going to have this challenge too with other men in her life, and vice versa. Two of crystals, right? So she doesn't know her fucking ass from her elbow right now either. You know what I mean? Like, she really doesn't either. So it's like playing with fire. Yeah, she's holding back too. 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Three of Hearts, being hurt too. Nine of Wands, do I want to fight for it or not? Five of Swords, manipulating a situation too. She knows there's another person in the picture. Why the fuck do you think her ass came back? That's their own karma, ladies and gents. Let them deal with their own fucking karma. Say goodbye. You just say goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, if this is your person, let them come back when their fucking karma is fucking cleared. You want a clear fucking path. You don't have a clear path right now. And you don't want to be sleeping with this one. Chances are they've already dipped their shit. You've already shared. I pray for you guys. And if I found myself in that situation, because I find myself in these situations, I pray myself. It's not even STDs, and that's not even like the thing that gets me. It's you had someone naive enough, and it's so disappointing to swap that energy. Exactly. You think for 1 second swapping those energies doesn't throw somebody off balance? Sperm, sexual energy, like, people don't understand how it affects another woman or a masculine's body. It fucks with you. But again, you can't be blinded. You can't tell me you didn't see the signs. Does it suck that you are probably manipulated, whether they want to look at it that way or not? Probably. You know, do I think it was intentional? Probably not. But like, there's arrogance here, so this person knew what they were doing. They did, I'm telling you, they did exactly something to you that they didn't want done to them. So shame on them. And this chica's juggling too. It's very disappointing. This isn't even the energy of I'm pissed off, and like, this is just like, there's like no words left. There's nothing really more to say besides hasta la vista. You know, like, self-sabotaged, you know. And it's tough because you probably got, this masculine definitely has feelings for, they had feelings for both of you, but it doesn't matter. It wasn't played out right. So it's multiple disappointments. It's not just one. So ultimately, this is really saying that your past is probably going to want a new start with you after they shut the door. But they got to walk away and really walk away. And you've already been hurt, pissed off, disappointed. It doesn't mean second chances aren't reality. I'm surprised judgment's not here. I think because it's not even an option right now. It's not crossing anyone's minds. And if it's crossing your mind, it's delusional energy right now. What's this Ace of Cups? Just be smart and take it slow if you decide to open that chapter again. Because I think some of you, it could work. But I hate saying that because right now we're learning a lesson. Yeah, see, Six of Pentacles. It's all about balance too, and temperance. It's not really about second chances right this second. Yeah, see the devil, fear, seeing something, moving away. It's not time to reconnect or rekindle. It's just not. So move forward. I guarantee within the next 7 days or 7 weeks, this new person's entering your life if they haven't. Because this is about, you're going to be challenged with patience, equality, synergy, reciprocity, emotions. You'll be challenged with a lot of stuff. Yeah, everybody definitely needs to work on themselves, right? But we already know the moral of the story. We already know that. So the bigger challenge is more temptation and emotions, because it's a challenge. This isn't where I have to step in with you guys and be like, where the fuck is your morals? You already have them together. So this is even a bigger challenge because there's a bond. So this is it's different. It's not the average being challenged. I feel you guys on this one. This one's a tough scenario. This isn't the average breakup or the past coming back. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, you've been being tested. The test has been here for weeks now. I don't think morals is the biggest thing here. Like, no, that doesn't make sense. That's not the biggest challenge. You already have the morals. You've already learned those. This is like another like teaching thing where, yeah, the bond is strong. It's different. I know. I can tell. I can feel it. It's a new type of challenge. Even though you've been through this, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it necessarily needs to end and cut ties like that with all of you. It's ties on their end. But until then, you have to have the confidence to step away and date and do what it is you want and keep your door open too. It's not revenge or ignorance. It's just, you know, there's other options too. You can't hold on to something where you don't know where you stand, if that makes sense. So it's a whole other different type of challenge. This one, man, guys. I gotta run to the bathroom, but I feel like I want to read this, like, because the challenge is more, well, no, the challenge is on both ends. But I don't think you stay and wait. I mean, this could take months before this person realizes what they lost. Because they are going to lose you, whether it's permanently or temporarily. And if they're looking at it like, I know this person will be back, or I know I have a shot, like, that's where they would be wrong. Because you've reached a point in your life where there's growth and you know how to evolve, bond or no bond. So for some it will be a loss, but it will be replaced because it's a hard challenge, it's a hard lesson. So the one that's karmically doing things karmically right, you definitely have Dharma go in your direction. So I hope that makes sense. It won't work with all of them. I'm telling you, especially if this one thinks to themselves they can just have you whenever, like that's how strong your bond is. They don't realize how quickly they can lose you either because of your strength. And they may realize, oh, I know I'm dealing with a tough cookie, right? But like they don't really get it in the spiritual concept of things and the pain you've experienced and the lessons and stuff you learned throughout the years and what you watch and see and go through and really learned, because we've all evolved. That's how I know this is a different type of challenge. This isn't like, take care of yourself, go listen to music, put your kicks on, put some makeup on, make sure you got lots of colors around you. Yeah, that helps. That helps, but this is deeper. So I don't think it's quite ready to come back together by any means. No way, Jose. I gotta run to the bathroom. But don't forget, this person, chances are, just slept with their ex. Don't forget that. So we're not justifying this by any means, but it does make it more complicated. So I think, like, right now is being emotionally exhausted. Like, I don't think you're giving up on love or anything. I think it's just, now you take care of you, right? And I know it's like, I just kind of explained to you guys, it's not, that's not really the lesson here. It is and it's not, if that makes sense. I don't know how I'm explaining it. I know for the ones who can connect with me can totally read what I'm trying to say without even fucking saying it. You know? So it is take care of yourself, your work, your family, concentrate on other things, friends. Do I think you have to X this person out? I don't have that answer for you right this second. I think you know morally what you need to do, and if that's what you need to do to work through this part of the challenge, then your gut's going to tell you what you need to do in this scenario. And I think it's best for you to listen to your gut, because it doesn't really let you down. You only let yourself down. You only let other people let you down because you allowed it. There's no way you don't see red flags. There's no way your intuition wasn't telling you something. There's no way the readers weren't bringing it to your attention. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So, do I think for some of you, in time, you can make this work? Absolutely. But right now, no. Because either you or them are still holding on to the past. No matter if the universe wipes it clean or not, it doesn't matter. So yeah, you gotta focus on you. I don't know how you remain friends with somebody. It's tough. I think some of you just need to just shut the door. If you're communicating back and forth and you're trying to work on things, then that's a whole nother scenario. But I don't think you are. Not quite yet. I don't think you're trying to work through things. There's a right way to do it, and it doesn't look like that's happening right now. Anybody have any questions or thoughts or... Yeah, there's a lot of testing energy, a lot of pushing buttons, triggers. That's good. If you're truly the one not holding on to the past, you really do got a clear road. Your challenge is, don't even think that somebody may come back. So who gives a rat's ass at this point? knew I heard something. You know what I mean? Did I get your email? Don't think so. That's why I feel like it's a different type of challenge. For sure. Because honest to God, if you're not holding on to the past, you're good. But you're still confronted with somebody who will be. And that's when it's like you gotta make it or break it or fix it. And right now, that doesn't look like anyone's trying to fix jack shit. Not between you two. I think they're trying to fix something between somebody they shouldn't be fixing something with. It's just very unsettling energy. I can still feel it. I'm telling you, it's like you're just disappointed because you're like, man. And it's not even like, can I catch a break? It's done with that pity shit too. Been there and done that. It really is. It's just, it's too bad. But everybody has free will. Oh, Danielle, I think I just got it. You know what? It didn't go to my mystical moments though. It went to quartz. See what I'm saying? I gotta look into that. Hi. So it's different. And they're not trying to fix, I think they're fixing the wrong thing. Oh, thanks, Sarah. She's a Scorp too. And if you want to try to fix something, that's different. You got to be all in, and the other one's got to be all in. And nobody's all in this situation right now. Nobody's all in. You may want to be all in. Oh, there's definitely a karmic scenario. They're dealing with a karmic. Whoever's holding on to the past and not moving forward when there's an opportunity, that's karmic all damn day long. And you just got stuck on that wheel with them. And now you're about to get yourself off the wheel, or you already have. But I don't know how it's going to play out. You're either going to choose somebody new in yourself, or somebody new, or you're going to try to work on the past. There's no way around it. But you can't work on the past if somebody's trying to work on the past with their past. It's so silly. It's so disappointing and silly. And there's nothing you can do. You get to a point where you can't even help or guide others when they're in that energy, because you've already crossed the line. So they're your best just to take yourself out of the scenario. Yeah, I think that person does not want all of that, or they want it, and I think they're seeking it from somebody they thought they were going to have it with. Because we've all been through this cycle before, right? The thinks, the thoughts, what you think you know, and you think it's just that person. But we all know from our own experiences, for those who have experienced that part of your cycle in life, that wishes come in different forms and with different people. And we all think it's this one person, and it's not. It never is, ever. You know, it's just hopes, because you got family and you got past and you want it to, but at that point, that's settling and that's on you. But I think I've reached a point in my spiritual life and journey where I don't want to repeat certain stuff when I come back. So I'm very aware of that knowledge too, you know, to not put myself in certain scenarios like that anymore. Some people just don't step away. They just don't know how. They're either, you know, it's a weakness, and you step into something for the wrong reasons, and then you need to settle, or you go backwards because you think you can make that, but you've never been able to make it work. Everybody, if you think about it, whoever's holding on to their past right now, how many times have you been hurt and disappointed and have tried, and you've held on to it for years, for too long, but you're now in the point where, because there's been a separation, or there's been this, or there's been that, and now you're at the point in your life where you think you can make it work. And no, you're just being challenged. That's it. And I don't even think it's you guys. I think it's the ones on the other ends, the person you were dealing with. I think it's on them. you've already learned that lesson. Or we wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be on the board if you hadn't. Because this is more of like a warning in what's going on with the other energy. And you can't even get mad. I mean, you can get pissy, but like ultimately you can't even get mad because you know how shit works. You know how cycles work. You know how life works. You know how love works. You know how shit fucking works. And if they're not aware of it, you can't just be like, let me reprogram your brain. It doesn't work that way. It's just at this point, it's disappointing because you probably thought you had a shot and you were catching feelings again. And it's just the whole, all that. And you want it to come into reality. You know what I mean? It doesn't always come into reality. So not only are they being challenged, they're being challenged in a totally different way on how you're being challenged. So some of you, if this person does not want to try, you need to shut the door. And don't believe somebody when they tell you, if your gut already told you that there's a chance they could be sleeping with somebody, you bet your ass they already did. It's a fucking given. And it sucks that you have someone else's energy in you like that. It can take a long time. So do what you have to do to cleanse yourself. And others of you just don't give a shit. Then whatever. Can't fix that problem either. They pretty much disrespected you whether they said they wanted to be single or not. It's still disrespecting you because they know you guys are bonded. But they also have a bond with their past. So it's hard and it's karmic, but you also allowed yourself to stay in that scenario. So you gotta take the blame because your gut already told you something was off. And I know I'm 100% right here because I've been in that scenario 2 or 3 times in my life. Your gut already told you. You're like, well, you all have your own reasons, right? But now it's like, you can't ignore it now. It's not even that you're seeing proof or hearing it. You just know. You're not naive to that. Well, some of you still are, but I think it's more them. They don't want to see something or they don't want to believe it. Rather take the easy route. So everyone's in a little bit of a challenge. Well, I don't really think it's a challenge on your end. It is and it's not. Like I said, I think it's more you're just disappointed. Try hanging out with your friends. Just, you know, it's always about taking care of you and stuff. But just look forward to other things. You know what I mean? Like if this person is not reciprocating, just done. And I don't know how you're gonna try the whole friendship thing if you guys are there, but like I got a scenario for you. I kind of had a scenario like this play out, and I'd go a day or two without talking, and mentally, because it does come down to us mentally sorting things out, and I did feel better. My energy was better. Of course, the thoughts of him were still there, right? But my energy was better. I felt more uplifted. And then when that person reached out, there was times I had a smile on my face, and then there was other times where it came with anger. And it just was like, I go back and I'm like, oh, it was kind of like a shitty day because it's like, it was good to hear from them, but we didn't get anywhere. Or it totally fucked with my energy, and it's like, why did I even open that snap? Or why did I even do that, right? So if you're being put in that scenario, honestly, I think it is better to just shut the door. Because that's energy of like push and pull. This wishy-washy tug-of-war shit. You gotta step out of that. And it's hard. That's why I said to you, like, how many of you are actually ever able to remain friends with somebody? especially with a bond like that. But it could be a karmic bond too. It's really how you're handling something mentally. So I hope that helps. I hope it helps you guys. It's just reality right now. You know? So think about all that. In some cases, it can turn around. I think for a lot of you, I think there is something that's going to turn around, but it's not right now. You're going to sit around and wait and be disappointed and hurt, and you can mentally tell yourself, all right, well, it's not really going my way. I don't give a fuck. We'll just chat here and there. It's just another challenge you don't need. You're looking at it like, okay, if I can block the emotions, like I've looked at this stuff from all angles. It's time to say goodbye. I've really looked at stuff at all angles when it comes to this. And I think from you guys, if you really think about it on all angles, it's time to say goodbye. And it's not in hopes that something will come back around. It's in hopes that you'll get what you know you deserve, whether it's this person or the next person. Definitely tough choices ahead. The choice has already been here. You've already known. You're welcome, Aunt. You already know, though. You know what I mean? It's actually doing it and blocking and making sure there's no outlet. And that sucks because you all have that, oh, I just want to keep that one outlet open. If you're going to keep that one outlet open, mute it. Mute it until you feel like the energy has shifted. Don't be opening snaps or messenger or emails. Don't even do it because you're not ready for that yet. You haven't cleared it. It needs to be cleared. Doesn't mean it can't work, but until the energy is cleared, the right energy is out of the way, and there's no interference, mute. The Hermit's been coming into play for weeks. You're already aware of this knowledge. It's putting it into action and sticking with it. And if the other person doesn't like it, too bad. It's not about the other person right now. It's about your own sanity, your own thoughts, your own feelings. Some people could have had both energies, especially if somebody was getting divorced or there was a marriage. You could have had new love and still managed to have some type of connection with your past. Like you could have had it all in a way. It just brought me to Adele. You could have had it all. The opportunity was missed. And you can't just be like, oh, I want it back. It just doesn't work that way. You know? Jade? Is Jade here? Yeah. Hi.
Is Kessel still sitting next to you?
No, I brought Kessie in. So, it is what it is. Huh? Wrapping up YouTube? Yeah, they could have had it all. And not like have my cake and eat it too. It could have been done the right way. But if it didn't happen that way, it's okay. Don't be mad or don't think like opportunities won't come back around, because what's meant for you will be yours, right? But you can't be arrogant about it either. And karma will take its course. You just leave yourself out of it. You know what I mean? Just take yourself out of the damn equation. It's the best thing you can do. So, yeah, it could just be this time around, missed opportunity. And then others of you, you realize in 3 months you didn't fucking miss out on jack shit. You saved yourself. You know what I mean? It really just depends on what's for you and what's in front of you, and how you're getting through and what you're working on, and if somebody's partaking in that energy or not. You know, you can't, it wasn't, here's the thing, when I hate saying this, I want to say it's not time, but it's always time. When somebody is presented to you, there's always divine timing. So to say the timing was off is bullshit, because if you allowed each other back into each other's life, it was the right time. Shit just wasn't done properly in a timely manner. There's push and pull, too many I don't knows, you know what I mean? And it just wasn't worked on together. And that's where the missed opportunity comes. It's not that it wasn't time. And I don't think this is catalytic energy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Especially if you were dealing with somebody from your past. You weren't a catalyst. It's just somebody didn't see something as clearly as you did, which is fine. It happens. So I think that's why it's more of a disappointment than anything. So you're very welcome, Jen. Have a great day.
Why would you go that way, Liz?
Yeah, there's past lives here too, which makes it harder. But you can't make excuses for something that's not happening. You know, a lot of people just get readings from me all the time because the energy always comes back around when I read it, but they don't understand the challenge that lays in front of you too. You know? So, but if you're ready to take on the challenge, then good. You just gotta do it the right way, the fair way. Gotta use your knowledge. But Jade's here for lunch, so I'm gonna go spend some time with her. I love you guys. And I gotta get back on Patreon and finish up some Zodiacs. So it's been real. Have a good rest of your day, and we will chat tomorrow. Okay? I love you guys. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. But I'm gonna go spend some time with the babies. I'll see you guys later.